That's what that looks like, y'all. You can imagine that for like an hour, what the family was feeling. All right, chasing the dream, testing my own limits, man. Happy noonday sun, everybody. Man, check this out. Like, I'm already starting to get like suntan lines. It's been like a week of nice weather. Awesome. Except I gotta protect that stuff. Um, Still talking about step 3, you guys, and made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God. Again, to me, that was a big step. What the big book of AA says is before we can even take that step, is that we have to be convinced that a life run on our own self-will is not going to be successful. And that's that's a hard pill, mostly for, for alcoholics, not mostly, but for alcoholics to swallow, because we are so self-centered and driven by the fact that we think we can control everything. And it might not seem that way to us, but once you start getting sober, you start looking back and you realize that, man, everything that I've done, I've tried to do it my way. I've tried to manipulate people, places, things, situations, all to fit our show. A lot of reference in the big book with step 3 talks about how we as addicts and alcoholics tend to try to be the main actor, and not only the actor but the director. And that's what step 3 is a lot about, is being able to say, I'm just an actor, I'm just here. The world will go on whether I am not significant. I thought in my best drinking that the world needed me to keep going on, and the fact is the world doesn't need me to go on. It'll go on just fine without me. And so coming to that conclusion and realizing, okay, I'm just the actor here. This is the director's show, and that director is that higher power. We'll call it God. I'll probably refer to my higher power as he or even it. And it's not demeaning, because it's in control of everything. I'm just here to do the best that I can do at being in their production, being in his production. And so again, giving up that power, but having that, before even like saying I'm giving my life over, you really have to be convinced, like thoroughly convinced, that it's not your show anymore. Now that doesn't mean that you can't still be the main actor in God's show. Like, you can be the main actor of your life. Like, who else is going to be the main actor in your life? But you got to play that role to the best of your ability. And to me, that role meant getting sober. And I couldn't get sober without the help of my higher power. No matter how little faith I had in that higher power when I first started, there's a saying out there also that says, fake it until you make it. All I knew is that I was convinced that I couldn't do it on my own. I tried and tried and tried. Again, I've said that. Even my first sponsor had said to me, hey man, and I think it even says in the big book, like, if you think that you still are in control, man, go out there, drink some more, see if things work out the way you want them to. I promise you, they never did for me. And so that was my convincing. It was being able to say, okay, like really letting go of that control. That's what was hard for me. And it took a while to get through. I was thoroughly convinced. I just needed to understand a little bit more about what that meant. And so again, it took me a little while to get through step 3. I was able to kind of fake it through. And even to this day, I'm still just really learning how to be like, these are the things that I can control, and these are the things that I can't. And it's really just my actions and my decisions that I can control. Everything else is it's up to the universe, man. I hands up, I'm just going to do my part, the best that I can completely do today. And I'm going to have to be accepting of those people, places, things, and situations that I thought that I could control before, you know? So, anyway, guys, that's great. I'm going to do a little activity time out here with the kids. We're going to kick the soccer ball around, and that's going to give me a little bit of a warm-up before I go into my intense bike ride today. Things are ticking away, getting closer and closer, about 5 weeks now out from my my race, which I'm still gonna do. I'm just gonna be doing it alone, like I mentioned. And the bike ride today is just gonna help me kind of keep building that power and speed that I need to be very explosive on race day. So today I'll be doing 10 sets of 60-second hard, all I got effort with 30 seconds in between each rest. About a 15-minute warm-up and a 5-minute cool down, giving me a total of 35 minutes. It always hurts, but it's only 35 minutes. I'm just gonna show the difference between what set number 1 looks like and set number 10. I'm not gonna put you through all 15 minutes of my agonizing pain that I'm choosing to put myself through. 5, 3, 2, 1. Going about 300 watts right now. And I don't imagine I'll hold that 300 at the end of 10 minutes, or really it'll be 15 minutes by the time 30 seconds rest in between. That's 30 seconds, 310 watts. 95 RPM, 20 seconds. $330 watts. All right, 1 minute. I'd say I averaged about 315 watts there. Fluctuated between 300, 330. Okay. I can't really talk, but I'm maintaining at 300. I've dipped below a couple times, but my heart rate won't drop. It just is steady, exploding through the roof. I wanna keep it over 300 in seconds. Oh no, come on, come on, come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. 175. This thing, guys, it's gonna take all 5 minutes. Get my heart. Ouch. That's the difference. Tank is emptied. Oh man, that hurt a lot. It will come to an end. So today's just a little bit of a short suffering. I got some schoolwork to do with Patrick as well, guiding him through a few more weeks of online schooling before the end of the year, and we can finally let go of that and ease into summer, and hopefully have some nice pools and beaches and stuff like that to go to. Who knows? I don't know what the distancing is going to look like then, but my hopes are high that we'll be able to get in some fun like that. I like to be outside, especially when it's nice. So, guys, I hope you're doing great today. It's a great day to be sober. It's a great day to be alive. I hope you're enjoying it. See you tomorrow. Oh, happy Cinco de Mayo today. How did you celebrate? Comment down below. What did you guys do for Cinco de Mayo? Not only was it Taco Tuesday, but it's also Takeout Tuesday, and it was also Cinco de Mayo. So I know I'm getting me some awesome burritos from my favorite Mexican place, Taco Star. If you're anywhere around Longmont, Colorado, Taco Star, man, to me, awesome. Their Mexican food is spot on with like Southern California style Mexican food, and that is where I was really introduced to Mexican cuisine. So even though I lived in Colorado, like I didn't, Chichis and little Mexican restaurants like that. I didn't know like, yummy. And this place reminds me so much of Southern California Mexican food. And that's what I love. That to me is the epicenter for Americanized Mexican food. All right, that's it, guys. I hope hope your day is fantastic. I'm gonna go play with the kids. Now I'm out. Peace.